Tyler Perry walked onto the BET Awards stage in 2025 to hand out an Ultimate Icon trophy, then detonated a bombshell instead. One razor-sharp sentence about debts borrowed in silence flipped the night from glamour to scandal, hinting, at 8-figure security bills, private jet tabs, and godfather favors, Meghan Markle allegedly never repaid. In the seconds that followed, livestream chats melted down, investors yanked funding requests, and, according to 2 stunned insiders, Meghan's own phone blew up with panicked messages as her brand new Netflix pitch began to unravel in real time. Blink now and you'll miss the receipts still surfacing, the alliance is collapsing, and the royal-sized repayment Perry just demanded in front of the world. Tyler Perry steps up to the BET podium, smiles, and swerves from the teleprompter like a driver dodging traffic cones. He drops 9 words. Some folks borrow blessings like they're owed, not loaned, and the arena turns into a frozen screenshot. Cameras cut wide, sound techs mute the feed, but TikTok is already chewing on the clip. Inside 10 minutes, Tyler Unfiltered hits 1 million views. Inside 30, rumor pages swear Perry just hinted Meghan owes him security bills, jet fuel, and more goodwill than a royal tour. Meghan Markle, not to be confused with Meghan Sussex, is watching from Montecito when her phone buzzes harder than a beehive. Netflix execs ping, "We need to talk." Spotify alumni cackle, "Told you so." Even a high-end jam retailer allegedly pauses a shelf order. No one wants toxic tangerine. Perry says nothing else. He just walks off stage, trophy still shining, as if to prove that the brightest spotlight can also burn. Flashback 5 years, Harry and Meghan ditch palace life and land in LA paparazzi crosshairs. Tyler Perry plays fairy godfather. He hands them the keys to his $18 million Beverly Ridge mansion, pays for round-the-clock ex-Secret Service guards, and even takes a late-night call about a dog treat emergency. At first, the vibe is pure gratitude. Handwritten note, scented candles, whispered promise they'll never forget. Fast forward and Perry's phone lights up again, this time with Meghan's text. Can she borrow his Gulfstream for a 48-hour hop? He politely says the jet's grounded for maintenance. She replies, "Thought we were family, Ty." Meghan Markle, the queen of, "I don't know what this means, but I'm going to say it anyway." Word spreads that favors with the Duchess operate like frequent flyer miles. Use 'em, lose 'em, but never pay fees. Perry realizes his open door has become a revolving one, and that polite no plants the seed for the bomb he'll drop in 2025. Late night January 2024. Perry's phone lights up. Meghan needs a quick lift on his Gulfstream New York to London and back. 48 hours tops? She frames it as a tiny favor, like borrowing sugar from the world's richest neighbor. Perry's finance chief explains cruise, permits, and a 6-figure fuel bill. Meghan texts back 3 words, "Thought we're family, cue the record scratch." Meghan's definition of family, apparently, comes with a platinum rewards tier, unlimited perks, 0 repayments, and no blackout dates. The mogul declines politely. Meghan's reply, a 7-message rant so frosty it could refrigerate leftovers. That's the moment Perry's inner alarm goes off. He scrolls through past asks, security paid, staff borrowed, a cameo in their Netflix doc, and realizes the gratitude ledger is stuck on 0. One executive buddy even jokes, "Ty, she's treating you like a subscription service. Cancel anytime, never refund." Meghan naturally doesn't see the punchline. Instead, she hints to mutual contacts that Perry's becoming difficult. Translation, the free buffet just posted closing hours, and somewhere in those sleepless hours, Perry drafts a mental speech. Short, surgical, and destined for the BET stage. Perry's 93-second mic drop hits the live stream at 9:42 p.m. By breakfast the next morning, Hollywood is wearing winter coats. First domino, a mid-budget Netflix doc on power and freedom loses its lead producer. Email subject line, "No longer comfortable?" Second, a venture capital term sheet for Archewell Media disappears faster than a palace press pass. Studio bean counters whisper contagion, a word scarier than any tabloid headline. Even Bloomingdale's pauses rollout of Meghan-branded jam. Apparently Royal Raspberry doesn't sell during a credibility cold snap. Twitter pundits have a field day. Meghan Markle, Duchess of Hubris, cracks one. Another jokes she's filing chapter hemophobia, fear of red ink. Yet the silence from former allies cuts deepest. Oprah, no comment. The Obamas, quiet. When the people who once loaned you their glow start dimming the lights, investors read that like a neon caution sign. Meanwhile, Perry, he's back at his studio lot, cameras rolling, schedule packed. He hasn't said another word, and he doesn't need to. The loudest sound in town is the click of doors closing on Meghan's next big pitch. The morning after Perry's bombshell, Montecito's group chat goes eerily quiet. Oprah, once speed dial #1, leaves 2 blue ticks on Meghan's "call me" text and nothing more. Barack and Michelle, famous for open-arm diplomacy, suddenly have schedules incredibly packed. Even Tyler's godmother role gets edited out of a leaked birthday party rundown. Inside Archewell, the elevators resemble a revolving door. The comms director updates LinkedIn. The strategic partnership lead requests vacation, then never returns. And a junior staffer tweets cryptically, "Self-care means resigning." One ex-Spotify producer piles on, claiming Meghan turns brainstorm sessions into hostage negotiations. You pitch, she vetoes, then blames you for the silence. A former assistant calls the headquarters "where gratitude goes to die." Harsh, but judging by the resignation tally, not unique. Meanwhile, tabloids coin a new royal-adjacent acronym, MIA, Meghan in absentia, because every time accountability calls, she's on voicemail. Yet the sharpest sting isn't the snark, it's the shrinking circle. In Hollywood, reputation is credit. And Meghan's gratitude account now shows more overdrafts than deposits. For months, Perry kept his frustration locked tighter than Fort Knox, drafting polite emails he never sent. The tipping point landed in December 2024, when a venture fund slide deck blared, "Strategic backing from Tyler Perry Studios." Tyler had never even heard of the pitch. Hearing his name used like a coupon code, he snapped the laptop shut and swore, "No more borrowed credibility." Close friends suggested a quiet call-out. Perry chose a louder stage. 93 seconds, no names, all impact. The genius? He weaponized understatement. No shouting, no finger-pointing, just a calm, surgical reminder that debts, emotional or financial, eventually mature. Industry insiders likened it to dropping a piano with a feather, proof that you don't need volume when truth supplies the gravity. Meghan, queen of "I don't know what this means, but I'm going to say it anyway," suddenly discovered words can boomerang. While Tyler returned to filming at his Atlanta lot, Meghan scrambled to fix a narrative that no longer belonged to her. Because once the benefactor talks, the silence that follows can echo louder than any royal wedding bells. Numbers don't gossip, they scream. Within a week of Perry's truth bomb, Netflix analysts downgrade the Sussex content deal from signature to sinker. Renewal odds slide under 30%, and the board slashes promo spend on Meghan's lifestyle series before the first ad even airs. Stateside polls wobble too. Her support drops double digits, while Harry's hovers in the single positive range like a leftover sidekick. Even American Riviera Orchard, the luxury jam line, gets yanked from Bloomingdale's. Testing shelves. Turns out royal raspberry starts tasting like burnt toast once trust goes stale. Brands that once bragged, "We're partnering with the Duchess," now whisper legal exits, terrified of secondhand backlash. Online, TikTok's anti-Meghan tag rockets to 1 billion views, clips of Perry's speech, reaction memes, and side-by-side receipts. Power brokers watch those metrics the way meteorologists stare at hurricane maps. When wind speed hits critical, you evacuate. One venture capitalist sums it up in an email leak. "We invest in upside, not dumpster fires." Brutal, but math rarely lies. And calculators don't accept royal titles as collateral. Tyler Perry hasn't uttered another syllable since the BET Awards, yet the silence sounds like church bells on Judgment Day. Meghan fires off cease and desist drafts, crisis PR briefs, even half-written apology notes. But none land because the story isn't hers to edit anymore. She once painted herself the underdog who outsmarted a palace. Now she's the cautionary tale of what happens when debts, emotional or financial, come due in public. Viewers, investors, and ex-friends aren't waiting for a palace statement or a slick rebuttal. They're refreshing timelines for the next receipt. And here's the irony. The Duchess, who could summon global headlines, now faces the scariest headline of all: irrelevance. Because reputation, like a royal title, can be inherited, but respect has to be renewed. Perry renewed his with one quiet swipe. Meghan, her grace period just expired. Stick around. This chapter may have ended, but the sequel's credits haven't rolled, and Hollywood loves a plot twist almost as much as it loves a comeback. If you can afford the tab, Tyler Perry's 9-word lightning bolt, the Beverly Ridge bailout, the jet fuel fallout, Hollywood's overnight deep freeze, the friend-to-flight risk stampede, Perry's calm revenge, the bank balance backlash, and Meghan's culture shock exile. You've just watched all 8 acts unfold like dominoes in a glass tunnel. If every piece clicked into place for you, there's one last move that keeps the whole row standing tall. You know the drill. Before you go, please note, this video discusses ongoing legal proceedings based on alleged and unverified information. All claims and allegations mentioned have not been confirmed by official sources and are part of a developing case. The views shared are for commentary and discussion purposes only. Always check for updates from reliable sources. Thanks for watching.